Sounds rolling.
Oh god, everyone focus!
With my mask,
Welcome back, everyone. Marvel's officially heating up production on Spider-Man 4, brand new day. And we just found out things could have gone way worse for Tom Holland Spider-Man. Behind the scenes, there have been public and very messy disputes between Marvel and Sony. And based on some recent leaked scenes and merchandise, we now know Sony almost completely derailed the MCU with their original plan for Madam Web. We've previously covered some of the removed subplots and deleted scenes that Kevin Feige and Marvel fought to get scrapped. Turns out what we saw was just the tip of the iceberg. Sony nearly derailed Thanos, Captain Marvel, Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, The Guardians, Iron Man, Thor. The list goes on. Here's where it gets wild. A Reddit post surfaced showing actual popcorn buckets made for Madam Web, branded with Daily Bugle headlines full of direct MCU connections, from Thanos, Carol Danvers, and Drax, to Green Goblin alien theories, Thor's unknown child, Stark Industries, Dr. Octopus, and even Groot. This wasn't just a vague Sony-verse tie-in like Venom in No Way Home. This was Sony trying to make Madam Web canon to the MCU. Originally, the movie was supposed to be a Terminator-style origin story for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, messing with the timeline before his birth. Sony initially wanted to include Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, but when both declined, they pivoted to Tom Holland's MCU Spider-Man, even though the timeline didn't match. Two major deleted scenes featured Tom Holland's Spider-Man in his far-from-home advanced suit, not the homemade one from No Way Home. In one, he battles Ezekiel Sims in mid-air above New York. In another, they fight on a skyscraper that seems to be his future home. The timeline doesn't match the MCU, indicating this might have been set in the Venom universe, not the proper MCU. The advanced suit shows this was Holland's Spider-Man before No Way Home. He'd later redesign it into the more comic-accurate red and blue suit with no Stark tech. The suit continuity alone raises major questions about when and where this was meant to take place. At one point, Madam Web was absolutely intended to be a multiverse movie, meant to connect with No Way Home and even Morbius. Sony basically tried to hijack Tom Holland and backdoor the entire Venom Morbius universe into the MCU, similar to that confusing post-credits scene with Venom and the symbiote drop. The film would have had Ezekiel Sims having visions of future timelines via the web of life and destiny, the same visual concept used in Spider-Verse and Loki. One of those visions, him being killed by Spider-Man, leading to a plot to kill Mary Parker before Peter is even born. Very Terminator meets Final Destination vibes. Yes, Sony's plan may have included Emma Roberts as Mary Parker, with her giving birth to Peter, held by Uncle Ben, played by Adam Scott. The insane part? Some theories suggest this baby literally grows up to be Tom Holland's Spider-Man, making Madam Web a direct prequel to the MCU. Sony might have explained this bizarre timeline jump using the No Way Home spell, the same one that teleported Vulture into the Venomverse. It doesn't make sense, but that hasn't stopped Sony before. Remember all the weird Spider-Man Easter eggs in the Morbius trailer? Posters from Tobey's movies, Andrew's graffiti, and even a PS4 suit? Sony now plans to reboot the Sony Marvel universe, starting with Venom and a live-action Miles Morales movie after Beyond the Spider-Verse. According to reports, Sony, not Marvel, will lead the charge, making Miles the new centerpiece of their Spider-Man universe. They'll likely introduce a new version of Venom and set it in a reimagined Ultimate Universe, which gives them an easy excuse to reboot all continuity with brand new versions of the characters. We might still see Tom Hardy's Venom appear in Avengers, Secret Wars, but the Tom Holland vs. Venom movie that fans wanted? Apparently killed by behind-the-scenes studio drama. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear more insane scrapped plans in the next year. Sony has been throwing everything at the wall, and most of it just doesn't stick. I, for one, wouldn't mind if Sony just wiped the slate clean. A fresh start, new creatives, and an actual plan would be a huge win for everyone. What do you want to see in the future of Sony's Spider-Verse? Should they bring in Miles? Start over completely? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out my video on that Spider-Man noir live-action series starring Nicolas Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.